Hi, this is Brian. I just wanted to say a few words about Lent. You know, the word Lent really comes from the word length, the length of time. And this is the time of the year, I guess traditionally, that people first noticed that the days were getting shorter and shorter, and then a certain period came and the days started getting longer and longer again. So it's really a celebration of the length of time. But it's a length of time of our lives, too. And a lot of things happen at this time of the year. This is the time when things die. This is the time when the church talks about the death of Jesus. This is the time when the seeds are in the ground turning around, and we notice when the snow melts the dead leaves all around the place. I like to think of this as a time of reinvention, that Jesus died and went into the tomb, and then he was reinvented as a new man. I think there's been some talk lately about Steve Rogers dying. Old Cap is finally going to die. And it's ironic that he dies on the steps of the halls of justice. Well, the authors tell us that Steve Rogers will be reinvented. He will come back again. All of us are going to die. All of us are going to die 1,000 deaths. We're going to die from divorce, from losing a job, from the death of a parent, from the empty nest syndrome. But all of these things cause us to die to ourselves. And if we're lucky, and if we're awake, then we can be reinvented. We can reinvent ourselves. We do not have to be the person that we were yesterday. Buddhism tells us that everything is passing, that no matter how much food we eat today, we'll be hungry again tomorrow. No matter whether it rains or not today, the weather will change tomorrow. Everything is changing. So why can't we in our spiritual life reinvent ourselves more frequently, become more peaceful, a more peace-loving people? Why can't we light a candle, not to light up the world, but to light up ourselves, to light up our tombs, to light up our darkest nights, so that we can march forward into the summer, reinventing ourselves, our country, and I've heard it said that the death of Old Cap is an allegory for the death of the United States. So many of us are mourning what we thought was our country, we thought was invincible. But we see our Constitution being corrupted, and we see wars that are made over false pretenses. So many of our young people are dying for no reason at all. The war is over for all practical purposes, but we're arguing over how long we want to let our soldiers die before we bring them home. So it's a time to celebrate this dark night. It's a time to celebrate Lent. It's a time to celebrate our spirit going into the ground. So for our reinvention, let's look for the light. Let's look for the changing of the seasons. Let's look for the changing of daylight standard time. And as we go into the ground, know that we're just like the seed. We will turn around and we will come up again. And thank you for listening.